Hi students, this is Dr. S. Rekha, Associate Professor, RMD Engineering College. Today we are going to see an interesting topic, Tragedy of the Commons.
The term tragedy of the common was coined by Garrett Hardin in 1968. He found that the common are exploited or the common are polluted, and he coined that as it is tragedy of the common. Why this happened, he was able to see in a different angle. We are going to discuss about that in detail in this video. What are, just first we will understand what are commons. Commons are fishing, fish, okay, forest, air, water, all these are common to all. It does not belong to any particular individual. So these are called as common. And how this common, which does not belong to anybody or it belongs to everyone, is exploited or polluted. Okay, so Hardin calls that exploitation or pollution as the tragedy to that common. Right? And why this happens? Because there is no private ownership or there is no strict regulation of the government. Okay, and shared resources are maximum utilized for selfishness, for making maximum profit, and these are the ideas behind the tragedy of the common by Hardin. Right, let us see the definitions. The tendency of the shared limited resources to become depleted because people act from self-interest to short-term gain. You can see here you have a pasture land this side, and when this is overutilized, then it turns out to be a brown land, right? There is no greenery at all, rare to see it. So it is the complete destruction of this pasture land. So this is the tragedy. This left side we have the common pasture land, right side we have the tragedy of that common. Yes. The tragedy refers to its inevitable destructions. That is the most important thing, which cannot be recovered back. Okay, let us understand it in detail. So here we have the pasture land, the commons. Okay, now here we have the cattle, which is grazing over this. Here you can see on the right corner slide, brown is there. Okay, but here this is called the sustainable use. Once this cattle is grazing on the greenery part, until then this side the grass will have grown up, the pasture would have grown up, and when they turn back this side here they will find out the grass. But if you add, this is the maximum carrying capacity. Okay, if we add slightly higher than this, okay, if you add even 2 or more cows to this, what will happen? Depletion of the resources will take place. One time it will turn out to be denuded land, okay, and there is no greenery at all. 100% loss or destruction or inevitable destruction you can see. So we need to be under the carrying capacity or under the sustainable. Let us see the analysis by Nicholas Hansen in detail. Okay, so here we have 4 cows or 4 herders having 1 cow, okay, and they are sharing one common grassland, okay, pasture land. And now each cow is giving them a profit of maximum profit of 1, and total profit turns out to be 4. And now each herder is getting a loan and buying another cow to make more profit. Now you can see the efficiency of the cow has come down as 0.8, but the total count has come to 6.4. Each one is getting a profit of 1.6. Actually expected is 2, but it is coming as 1.6. Each is under profit. 6.4. Okay. Still, if if again they get another loan and they buy another cow, right? Now what happens? See, the efficiency has coming down. It is 0.5. Each cow efficiency turns out to be 0.5. And see here, the total also has changed to 6. It is not 6.4. It is 6. Individually, if you see from the first case, it is 1. So here it is 1.5. But the total, it has turned out to be 6. Efficiency of the cow is not so, because the pasture land is small. And now when this goes on, it will turn out to be a brown destructive land. Okay, so it is better to limit yourself to the second case, that is 0.8. This is not a much loss and making a maximum profit also. You can be with 6.4, or the best one for the pasture land will be the first quadrant, where we make a profit of 4, where you have the maximum efficiency of the cattle. When we have maximum efficiency, then we are not destroying the common. We are conserving the common. To conserve the common, it should be first quadrant, to be under sustainable utilization of the pasture. You can be with common B. Okay, but if you are with common C, then it will lead to destruction. Initially, you will find it as a profit, but later it will turn out to be zero.
The idea
100%
behind the
destruction will
common
take
is, what
place.
if we overgraze a common? What if we put too many animals on it? We may get the profit. When overgrazing occurs, what happens? The plants get stripped, the soil is exposed, the topsoil is lost because of soil erosion, and the value of the land is reduced because of desertification, and death of the animals, cattle, happens due to lack of food. It can no longer regrow, it cannot regenerate, so it is not sustainable. The plant cannot regrow and cannot regenerate, so it is not sustainable. So the tragedy is that the system inevitably leads to its destruction. So let us be within our limits, that is carrying capacity, and stay prosperous, right? If we are using the land sustainably, we are going to stay prosperous. And if the loss is because of their innocence, herder's innocence, it is our duty to create awareness among them, to have a maximum profit from single cow. It is, we need to limit the cows for the given pasture land so that we can make a maximum profit. Hope so this message will be transferred to the herders. Thank you all. Thank you once again.